Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Lynch, the president of Conwell Egan Catholic High School, and a proud graduate from way back in 1972. Now, whether you're new to Catholic school or you're exploring your options for what high school you want to go to, we're so happy that you're considering CEC. The video you're about to see is going to give you a good glimpse into what makes our school so special, how welcoming we are, and how well we prepare our students for the next phase of their life. At the end of the video, we'll have a question and answer session, so please ask us any question that's on your mind. It's important that you get as much information about us as you can. And lastly, we'd love to have you join our community. Thanks for coming tonight.
Oh hey, are you new here? Well, welcome. See anything you like? Oh, the uniform. Well, it's actually pretty great. I don't have to worry about what I have to wear every day, and I actually know how to tie a tie. We still get to dress down every once in a while, but there are plenty of other ways for us to express ourselves at CEC. Come on, we'll show you.
The possibilities are endless. In fact, some people think that because we're a Catholic school, we have less to offer. Not true. In the last 3 years alone, CEC has grown so much. It's really an exciting time to be here. There have been some really great improvements that have dramatically improved student performance, such as
the implementation of an innovative 9-period academic day.
The addition of the Academic Resource Center, or the ARC.
The expansion of the Counseling Center to include 4 counselors. That's well above the national average. A new Center for Student Leadership.
It also helps that we have some awesome new upgrades around campus, including
a brand new Performing Arts Center,
an updated chemistry lab,
a brand new turf field. Let's go.
and a brand new gymnasium.
Plus additional field upgrades to come.
And a brand new School of Business in 2021.
all that and more to come? Who wouldn't want to be a part of this family?
CEC is a family for sure. And family means that the people here really support you and care about your future, no matter where you're from. I've gone to Catholic school my whole life, but a lot of my friends aren't even Catholic. In fact, 25% of our students here are non-Catholic, and that number is still growing. But we do believe it's a great opportunity for us to explore and deepen our own beliefs, and everyone is welcome to discuss our differences in a respectful way.
Speaking of respect, some people think that Catholic school is about strict discipline. But that's not the case. It's more about living our values and encouraging respect for each other. Sure, we have a code of conduct, but punishment isn't really our thing. Accountability is the goal, and the habits you'll develop here will definitely help with that.
But you think you might not be able to afford Catholic school? Oh, there's help for that. The folks here work really hard to make that possible. I'm very grateful for my parents' commitment to my education, but it would not be possible without my scholarships. Just look at this list. Give it a shot. The likelihood that you'll receive some sort of assistance is high, and take it from us. It's worth it.
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 Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live from the Grace Danaher Performing Arts Center at Conwell Egan Catholic. We hope you enjoyed the video. We certainly did. Shout out to Hunter and Sabrina, our leading actor and actress, and the rest of the students who were involved in the making of the video. We had some questions that were submitted ahead of time. Before we get to those, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew Fisher, the principal of Conwell Egan Catholic. To my left is Kate Rice, the director of admissions. Both graduates of the class of 2004. At this time, our Q&A will begin. As we indicated, please enter any questions into the chat box and we'll get to them. There were some questions that were submitted ahead of time that we will answer first. So, Brittany, first question, please.
Okay, our first question is submitted. It says, what makes CEC better than other private or Catholic schools in the area?
Good questions.
Yeah. So I think it's no secret that we are fortunate in this area to have so many great schools, whether private or public. We genuinely feel that you need to figure out what school is the best fit for you. Obviously, we think we're doing great things here. The video showcased a lot of the things that are going on, programs, facility updates, but you need to find out what school community is the best fit for you. The fact that you're watching this video tonight and you're tuning in, at least you're showing some interest in Conwell Egan, so we're happy about that. But we encourage you to explore us more, come and visit us, reach out to Kate, ask any questions you might have. But you know, I think that's the best way to go about it. Check us out. If we're the best fit for you, we hope you decide to attend Conwell Egan.
Okay, our second question is, what policies are in place for non-Catholic students?
So, as was said in the video, I believe, by Hunter, about 25% of our student body is non-Catholic, and that number is growing. So if we went back 20 years when Kate and I went to school here, that number was a lot smaller. Our non-Catholic number is much larger now and growing. The number of students that have been enrolling from public schools, local public schools, is also growing. We do have international students who come to us who are non-Catholic. There aren't policies in place for non-Catholic students. You know, everyone's treated the same in our school community. There is another question that was submitted regarding theology classes. The theology classes are a part of our curriculum. All students are required to take theology for 4 years. It's an academic course. It's not a course that we use to try to convert our non-Catholic students to Catholicism. But it is an academic course. And there are a number of things that are taught in the course, from church history to ethics and morality. And we think that our non-Catholic students get a good experience through that course.
Okay, our next question is, what scholarships and financial aid is available?
So scholarships and financial aid are still available. You can apply through our website. We use a tuition management system called FACS, which you can find all of the information at conwell-egan.org, and you can still apply for financial aid. A lot of the scholarship windows open in October for any of our 7th grade families who are watching currently. You'll want to start looking into that in early September to beginning of October. But those of you who are looking for your next year, you can still apply for financial aid, and we would be happy to set up time with you to walk you through that application.
So to come off of that, someone just submitted a question. How and when do we apply for scholarships? My son is currently in 7th grade.
So one of the big things that's coming up July 26th through the 30th is our annual test prep workshop, which I would encourage 7th graders to look into and sign up to do. You can sign up through our website or through contacting our admissions office, which will put the information to contact us in the chat box. But you can sign up to take that, and that is a course that is 5 days from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., and you'll get English prep, math prep, and then you'll take the practice exam at the end of that week so you can best prepare for the scholarship exam in the fall.
Someone asked, what is your dress code policy?
So our dress code, as you saw in the video, our students were in their uniform. So students are required to wear uniforms 5 days a week, unless, of course, we have some type of dress down day around, usually around a particular event like homecoming or Spirit Night Week or something like that. But in the fall and spring, the first and fourth quarter, the boys wear gray pants, a polo shirt. There is a quarter zip that can be worn all year. The boys then transition to a shirt and tie in the second and third quarters during the winter months. Our female students wear the jumper that you saw in the video, also the quarter zip, and then the seniors also have a cardigan, royal blue sweater that's kind of a privilege for them to wear in their senior year.
Okay, next question submitted is, do you offer private tours?
Yes, we absolutely are offering private tours. Right now, due to the restrictions for COVID, we're offering them after school hours and on weekends, and you can call the admissions office or email us to set up an appointment to do that.
Okay, another submitted question just came in. Do you have to take a test to get in?
So there is a scholarship exam that is held in the fall that you can take for scholarship potential. That is not a required exam for entrance purposes. It is used for scholarship awarding, but we are not requiring an entrance exam for our incoming freshmen.
Okay, another question. Do you offer shadow days?
Yes, typically. Currently, right now, we are not hosting shadows just due to archdiocesan policy, but we hope to open up our shadow days in the fall, and we look forward to welcoming you then. When those do resume, you will be able to sign up for those through our website under Eagle for a Day.
And we also have our shadow day video.
Yes, we do have our virtual shadow day video, which is available on our website as well, that gives students a really good picture of what it's like to be an Eagle at CEC.
Next question submitted. Someone asked, if my son receives a sports scholarship, how many sports is he required to play?
So, do you want to take
Yeah, I'll take this. So we don't offer sports scholarships. The only scholarships that are offered are mostly academic. There are other scholarships that are offered through different foundations that are available that do not necessarily go to the highest achieving academic student, but maybe something that pertains to service or the arts or something like that. But there are no academic scholarships, and if anyone has led you to believe that there are academic scholarships, there are not.
Okay. Is it too late to apply for financial aid for this coming school year?
No. For the upcoming school year, the 21-22 school year, the application for financial aid is still open, and you can apply for it right after you finish watching this video.
Our last question is, do you still have any priests or nuns at your school?
We do. So our school chaplain, Father Kyle Adamczyk, who is a member of St. Andrew's Parish, is at our school. He celebrates Mass for us. He helps organize retreats. He helps organize service events. So he is involved. Unfortunately, the number of priests and nuns that are in the schools, or at least in our school, has declined. If we went back 60 years, there would have been 60 priests here. But right now, Father Kyle, we're very fortunate to have him. But he is our only religious who is currently in the building.
it for submitted questions.
All right, well, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, for asking questions. This is not by any means the end of your ability to ask questions. I would encourage you to reach out to Kate with any questions you might have. Again, thank you for tuning in. Please, Brittany, we have one more question.
There's one more question,
All right.
if you have time to answer it. How often do you go to Mass or church as a school?
Sure. So we do have Mass that we typically celebrate in this room because it can accommodate our entire student body. We also use our chapel, which is on the 3rd floor, to have smaller group Masses. Masses typically happen around holy days. We do, or student council induction or NHS induction. We have an annual ring Mass. So there may be 10 to 12 Masses a year that are scheduled. All of our students are required to attend. Obviously, non-Catholic students, we don't expect them to participate in the Mass, but you're expected to be respectful and, just acknowledge what's going on and be a part of the school community, but you're not going to be forced to celebrate Mass with the rest of the Catholic students.
Thank you. And another one came in. What is the total enrollment for the school and the estimated enrollment per grade?
So our current total enrollment is just under 470 kids for the entire school. If we were to break it down by class, we have roughly in each class anywhere from 120 to 140, varying on the different levels.
Yeah, so this year we'll graduate 121 seniors. Our junior class is a bit smaller, just under 100. Then our sophomore class is around 130, and our freshman class is actually our biggest at about 135. And then we expect our incoming class in September of 2021 to then be our biggest class. Right now we have 143 students who are registered to come.
Another question along those lines, what's the student-teacher ratio, the class size?
Sure, so our student-teacher ratio is, I believe, 18 to 1 at this point, so it is changing over time with students that come and go and part-time teachers and things like that. Our average class size for a typical class may be around 25. Then we have other classes that are smaller intentionally, so we have other classes that might be 12 to 1, or AP classes are usually much smaller. Different elective courses like our East program are much smaller. So it depends on the content area, but just strictly based on teacher to student ratio, it's about 18 to 1.
Okay, another question. Do you have an on-staff nurse?
So we do have a nurse that's here. Bristol Township is, we're fortunate that Bristol Township does provide a nurse for our school. The nurse is here until 12 o'clock each day, but we do have a nurse in the building every day.
Okay, if we want to just give everyone another second to submit any additional questions, that was the last one. I don't see any else coming through.
So again, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you have any questions, please reach out to Kate. The fact that you're tuned in, again, I'll reiterate, there might be a little bit of interest that you have in Conwell Egan. We encourage you to explore that interest. Come and visit us. If you're a 7th grader, look to schedule a shadow day for next year. As Ms. Rice mentioned, look into that scholarship test prep, which is July 26th through July 30th. And then if you ever have any questions for any of us, please reach out. Everyone have a great night. Please stay safe. And we hope to see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you.